Make you smile. Clips, 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 up clips, up clips. Welcome to the clips, where the fun never ends. We'll dive into topics, make new best friends. So grab a seat, get ready to go. On the Clips Podcast Show, let's enjoy the flow. Ain't nobody messing with my mind. We'll discuss the latest trends and news. Laugh and debate, leave you feeling amused. Ooh, yeah. Tim, the man is your host. Keep the energy high, we're introducing stories that will touch the sky. Let's talk. Let's talk. Welcome to the Clips, the place to be, where no topic is too controversial. You'll see. Join the man Tim, let's talk for a while. On the Clips Podcast Show, we'll make you smile. Clips, 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 up clips, up clips. Welcome to the Clips, where the fun never ends. We'll dive into topics, make new best friends. So grab a seat, get ready to go. On the Clips Podcast Show, let's enjoy the flow. Ain't nobody messing with my mind. We'll discuss the
All right. How y'all doing out there in TV land or internet land, whatever y'all want to call it? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. I got a good show for y'all tonight. Dealing with us, which is I think is interesting. And y'all give me y'all feedback in the chat, live chat. Let me know what y'all think about this particular subject. Tell me what y'all think. I think it should be good. This is during the 60s, before this women live movement came into play. This same question was asked back then by the women. They're still asked today. So we'll let y'all take a look at the video, let you see as much of it as you can. And give me a second here. Let me see. And I'll let y'all. We'll talk about it after I come back and y'all can give me y'all.
As a reporter for the Chicago Daily Defender, and as a black woman married to a black man, I've become deeply aware of the effects of this new black revolution on the relationship between black man and black woman. I see it among my own friends, and I also see it in my home. But the most revealing and the most vocal statements about what the new black man expects from the new black woman came when I met with a group of young unmarried friends one Saturday afternoon.
I think that what's happening in America as far as black men, black women is concerned is that there's a revolution within a revolution. We are fighting our own woman. Our woman will not allow us to emerge as black men. No. But our black women, who has been put in this role of aiding white America, white structure, and castrating the black male, has continued doing this. She cannot live with us. It's not that we can't live with her.
Are you blaming us? Are you saying that it's our fault that this happened?
No, I'm not blaming black America women. I just said that I'm blaming the system. They are victims of the system like the black male.
Well, why do you say that we are castrating you? You say that you want to be the leaders. Okay, well, what about the black professional woman? Are you saying that there should be no black professional woman? Are you trying to deny black women the right to be creative, the right to function?
We're not asking for you to take a back seat.
That's what you
We're
said.
saying that you have got to be astute enough
and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is the thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated it because his old man tolerated it. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding him by saying, well, we are qualified, we want to work, we can help.
Okay, how are you going to reprogram men so that they don't let us take over what's supposed to be their responsibility? And men that I have had dealings with, they are perfectly willing to sit back and let us do anything we want to.
I don't think that you have to reprogram men. I think you have to reprogram women.
No, you have to reprogram the man so that he will forcefully take what belongs to him, because you know women, as long as we can get, we're gonna get, and it's part of our being. We're going to do anything to you that you let us, whether we want to or not.
You don't want to live on the level of income.
See, that's been since the Garden of Eden. That particular attitude from particular women has been around. This ain't new, fellas. This been around a long time. Let's continue.
Level of income that I can afford you and love me on the basis of that. You want to always be aspiring to have all those things that's a part of the great middle class white American society, and because I can't deliver these things to you, you say that you are not a man.
I don't measure a man by how much money he can bring home. I measure a man by how he treats me. Whether when I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm scared, he's there.
For these women, the men are there. But with the feeling of racial pride has come new conflicts and new problems. Across America, they meet to discuss what black awareness means to their families and to them as black women of today.
You know, there have been a lot of myths created about the black family. We all recognize that. And one of the most pernicious myths is the myth of the black matriarch.
It was not like
the black woman has not been a matriarch in the sense that it has been defined thus far. And thank God research, and I hope black research, is being done now to reverse that kind of thing. In fact, the black woman has been a woman at the head of a household, not by choice, but by necessity. And more often, that's right, and more often than not, she is not a strong, matriarchal, aggressive, domineering figure. She is a woman in search of a man. But this story has not been told.
The prejudiced society created what we have now. So that's what we were. Okay, we have a revolution.
No, I got a question. If she just said the patriarch of society created this, why don't women know that it was created? Meaning they put us against each other. Why can't we understand exactly what's going on? We're still fighting amongst each other. Like he said, it's a war within a war. But she just stated, that's in 1968, she knew what was going on.
We have a revolution going on.
What
part of the revolution?
We're in an evolution. I think the revolution is yet to come.
Yeah, it's to come. Well, this thing,
we keep tossing the word revolution around lightly.
It's extremely important for black history and culture to be transmitted from generation to generation. And the best way, the most effective way that this has always been done is through the family, acting as the primary unit of social organization. And I think one reason why it has not been done with black people is because of the destruction done to our family life. So this certainly has to be one function of the black marriage, to begin to reemphasize and to pick.
Notice he said the black marriage. So it starts with the family, y'all. Not with dating, not with how much money you have. It starts with the family is the foundation of the structure. All right, let's continue.
And to pick up the thread of Afro-American history and culture that has been left off generations ago when Africans were sold into slavery, when the family unit was purposely destroyed.
Most middle-class homes, quote middle-class homes, like I don't even get caught up in that bag, you go into will have some copy of anybody, any white artist, I don't even have to name anybody, instead of the works of black artists. I think it starts, especially that identity part, the books, the kinds of books. All of these things start in the home rather than complaining about them being in the schools at this point.
Unless we're absolutely certain of how that teacher is handling them, then we may have to assume that whole responsibility. We may have to pull them out of school ourselves, and do all the educating ourselves.
What y'all think about that? Homeschooling? Can black people homeschool? Do we have the time, the effort, the resources to do homeschool, to pull our kids out and start doing it ourselves? I don't think so. It would be great, but I don't think so, because most people got to work. They can't put the time in. They got to provide, which makes a lot of sense. But don't know. But let's continue to hear what they got to say.
Say, for instance, when they say to my child to draw, last year Rhonda painted Abraham Lincoln Brown and she was put in the corner, We had to go up to the school and deal with that. They must be respectable to their peers in school. And what we do, we handle that. We don't say, you jump up, you curse that teacher out, or you say it doesn't exist. But they see us at that school knocking on the door. You have to be in there. Either we're going to control, their minds here, or at least give them the choice.
A lot of this is new to us, and a lot of these things we're grappling with, and we don't want to give anybody the impression that we have the answer to everything.
Not only that, though, let me cut you off again. People go around talking about hate. We really don't have time to hate because, it goofs up the bag. We're loving ourselves. Mm-hmm. This might bring around a lot of other different things.
To be black means to love. It's got nothing to do with having to hate anybody.
It does determine, though, Francis, and has nothing to do with hate. Again, it's love. That we might have to do certain things to protect that love.
It may bring us into conflict with somebody.
Necessary to protect that love.
Finally.
Just looking at the women in this video from 1968, don't these women get something about these women of old times? It's just like they got a demeanor of softness. I can't find the word, but it's just something. We know they're not like the women of now, but the women of old, they brung. Actually, even though they were lost in some of it prior to 1968, they knew what to do or position-wise. But around 1968, when this movement started, they still had a softness about it. I'm just saying, the women, it's just in this video. Just look at them and then look at what we're dealing with now.
Finally, I asked Francis about the standards of today's black man as compared with those of 20 years ago.
Standards which white society had projected. I think these standards were that he had to become successful according to the white mode. He had to get a good job, he had to buy a good car, he had to move to the suburbs, he had to rear a good family that went to church every Sunday, that did everything that the typical good American family was supposed to do. And I don't think the black man necessarily is addicted to that notion. I think he sees the falsity of it. I think he sees the total hypocrisy of it. I think he wants to rear a tightly knit family, but not for the purposes that white society says. He doesn't want to rear a family for any sham purposes, just to fulfill some false ethic. But he wants to rear a good family in order to have his children strong, reared in his own image perhaps, and to transmit, most importantly, to transmit the values which he is learning to his children, and to try to ensure as best he can that his children will transmit those same values to their children, and have the same transmission repeated from generation to generation.
Wow, that was quite interesting to look at and to get a perspective from the 60s. From the 60s.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, what's happening? From the 60s, those women were, it's just something about the women of the 60s. Did you get a chance to see the video I just put up?
No, I just got on, Tim.
You just got on?
Yes.
Yeah, I just played the video. I've been on for about 10
I literally just got on. What was the video about?
Black wives prior, like to the 1960s, 68. Yeah, I'll play you part of the clip. The people that's watching, they seen a little bit of it, but I'll let you see the beginning of it so you can just get just understand.
As a reporter for the Chicago Daily Defender, and as a black woman married to a black man, I become deeply aware of the effects of this new black revolution on the relationship between black man and black woman. I see it among my own friends, and I also see it in my home. But the most revealing and the most vocal statements about what the new black man expects from the new black...
Yeah, it's basically about black wives push back on their husbands even back then.
New black woman came when I met with a group of young unmarried friends one Saturday afternoon.
I think that what's happening in America as far as black men, black women is concerned is that there's a revolution within a revolution. We are fighting our own woman. Our woman will not allow us to emerge as black men. No. But our black women, who has been put in this role of aiding white America, white structure, and castrating the black male, has continued doing this. She cannot live with us. It's not that we can't live with her.
Are you blaming us? Are you saying that it's our fault that this happened?
No, I'm not blaming black America women. I just said that I'm blaming the system. They are victims of the system like the black male.
Well, why do you say that we are castrating you? You say that you want to be the leaders. Okay. Well, what about the black professional woman? Are you saying that there should be no black professional woman? Are you trying to deny black women the right to be creative, the right to function?
We're not asking for you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is the thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated it because his old man tolerated it. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding them by saying, well, we are qualified, we want to work, we can help.
Okay, how are you?
Well. What you think about that? Like prior to 1968, they're basically saying women not so much knew their place, but they understood the structure. Let's just use that so it won't seem so combative. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about this? Like I said, it's just something about that time. Early 60s, late 50s. Everything was just going so good.
It was going so good. What's so good look like, too?
I mean, everybody knew their place in the home.
What was it? I don't understand.
I mean, you like the
give me an example of what the place in the home, what it looked like.
Okay.
On a regular Monday.
Yeah, like we talk about late 50s, early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, daddy went to work, came home, mama, had anything where she wasn't combative and she wasn't, what I'm saying? She knew how to make him feel, relax him. And kids was straight. Everybody was where they was, and it wasn't I ain't gonna say nobody argued because the argument been around since we get time. But I'm just saying, most during that time, the men and the women understood what will make this thing work. What do you think happened? I mean, because they was explaining a little bit in the video, the men in the video, and then the women gave their rebuttal, which you heard a little bit of it. I mean. That was to me, prior to that was an awesome time. As far as both men and women.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you might have a different opinion. I'm saying to me, seemed like that was a great time, for a person.
So it was a great time, a woman having to be subject to how a man feel, his needs, and catering to him every single day, every moment of the hour, having all his children, being knocked up while he got to do what he wanted to do, and she had to shut up because he paid all the bills and she couldn't get a job. But what
No,
happens is no, because a
no, that's
lot of
not
women
what he
weren't
said.
working; they were depending on their husband. So you have to
Mhm.
shut up when you're depending on a man, right? He can beat you, hit you, have
No,
kids on you,
no,
do
he
all
ain't got
these
the right to
different
do all
things.
that.
But that's what they were dealing with. You can do
No.
all these things for you, and you have to deal with it because guess what? He's the head of the household, and how
Mhm.
society looked at it. If you were a black
So
woman with
okay,
no
if you
husband
saying
and
all of that,
children,
then hold on, wait a minute. Since you saying all the stuff that you're saying, and we're going to use that time base prior to like the 50s and the early 60s, divorce rates was like everybody was they was married at a 95% rate, so
you
that
know
wasn't
why? Because
happening.
the woman couldn't work. The woman couldn't work as much.
Okay, so
She wasn't making enough making as much money. If she did work, her husband was a breadwinner,
okay, so
right?
if
So
she
let's be logical.
wait
Let's
a
be
minute, I'm trying to
logical.
be logical. I'm trying to say if you think about this, why
Uh
did the
huh.
women I'm saying why didn't they bail then?
Be, how would they?
What you mean? How would they could
Because
have
at
left
that
then?
time your value as a woman was nothing if you didn't have a husband. You had 4 5 kids
What?
without a husband, so therefore sociably
So you
your
saying it?
value, you didn't have any value if you didn't have one. So
Wait a minute. So,
women stayed married to these men
uh-huh.
and knowing everything they were doing, et cetera, and dealing with this because they knew they had no value without him. It
So,
would be
with
looked
that
at
being
crazy in
said, you said the
society.
value was without the husband, right?
Correct, that's from my
Okay.
understanding.
So the women understood that the value is in a good husband. It's not by yourself. It's
No, no,
not.
no, no, no. I
Wait a
didn't
minute.
say that. I didn't say
Hold on.
that.
Now listen to you. It's not in. I got a career or a PhD or a degree. It's in the fact of a family structure.
Back then it was, not now.
Thank you. That's all. And that's what I was saying. I marvel at that time because I'm looking at where we at right now and we in 2025. I was asking the people in the shop today, why isn't the young people getting married? I was asking young people, men and women that was right there, why aren't y'all getting married? And you know they was pointing the finger at each other.
I don't know what they was doing.
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you what just
Oh.
happened. They were pointing the finger at each other for the reason why there's lack of marriage in the black people right now. They was blaming the man. The man was blaming the women, and the women was blaming the man right there at there. And I'm like, do y'all see yourselves? Y'all blaming each other.
Well,
No.
it is a blame on a man because a man has to choose. A man has to pick. We can't a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, not a
Uh-huh.
woman finding a husband is a good thing.
Right.
That's not what it says.
So
So you have to
so
be chosen by a man. So men do sit there and trick women and make them think
correct.
they're the only one to have relationships with them with
Uh-huh.
multiple people. So therefore, yes, a woman can be tricked. She can be bamboozled and fooled. We
Uh-huh.
seen what happened with Smoke, right? Smoke had somebody thinking he was and got to be in a relationship with them on a whole cruise,
Uh-huh. So women,
right? And
so
then when the cruise docked, he say, "Hey, hold up, baby girl, we ain't doing this no more. I'm about to get married,"
mhm.
because he needed her to go on that cruise. That's a prime example of what men be doing. Prime
Well,
example.
I mean, well, I'm just saying because we know.
No,
I'm
come
saying
on,
we
Tim.
know that women cheat and just as much as men
No,
do.
we ain't talking about no. We talking about a black man that said he
I'm
was
just
a
saying. I'm
strong
just
man.
saying.
Smoke, if you
Period.
out there.
Okay, but wait a minute. I'm just saying if we use statistics of any form of matter, women only cheat at a 4% rate less. So women trick men too, but that's it's not a blame thing. I'm just saying that uh they were literally blaming each other. And I'm saying, well, what's gonna happen to the not only the marriage rate, what's gonna happen to the reproduction of black families and things of that? Man, I was trying to get their
Oh, they
mind.
popping babies out left and right. I don't think that's nothing you got to worry about.
And that's what they said. They said, hey, there's no lack of babies.
It really ain't.
But my thing is, if there's no lack of babies, so y'all still making babies like crazy out of wedlock, it's a whole bunch of broken homes now. You still not doing it right. And they was sitting there looking crazy, like I didn't know this was wrong. So nobody's teaching them.
Well, I don't know. I
You know
don't
what I'm
know.
saying? Because
It's
if you not married to the person and you popping a baby out, we know just elementary that's out of wedlock. But I'm saying nobody's teaching them there's a right way to do something. Oh, wait, but well, let
Well,
me
that
say this before you say this next thing.
you
So
can't
it'll
put
be
that on a woman. That's on a man.
no, I'm saying yeah on both parties. I ain't saying on just a woman. Now let me say this because there was a young lady that was in there and she got scolded. And tell me what you think about this. She got scolded because she said she don't want to date a man who has kids. And
Okay, that's
they
fine.
said, well, do you have any kids? She said no, because I'm waiting like for my husband. So the guys start saying that's a red flag. What you think about that? Because she don't have any kids.
No, because I didn't date men with kids for a long time, even though I had 2 kids.
Right.
And that's my preference. I can do what I want to do.
I mean, a person can, but I'm saying, is that a red flag for a person who has no kids? People say, wait a minute, you 30
No,
or
they be
29.
mad that chicks. They be mad that chicks got kids. But then when you meet somebody who doesn't have kids, it's a problem. Make it make sense.
That's what I
Make it
kept
make
saying.
sense.
I said, she's actually doing right. They said, no, because she should have kids or be married by now.
No, she shouldn't. No, she shouldn't. Not until she meet the right person. See, now they just wanted to pick on her because they couldn't talk to her. They couldn't date her because they had children.
Right. I said she's actually. Don't you think she's more valuable the way she is? And they was like, no, because if a woman is by this time at this age, those are red flags. That's what the young guys was telling me in this day and age. They say now in your time, Tim, maybe that wasn't, but now that's a red flag. So I'm trying to deal with the young people in their time.
No,
That,
Tim.
so
That ain't no red flag. They already be complaining about girls who got kids, and
uh,
now you want a girl with no kids, and you upset that she has no kids.
that she has no kids. That's what I'm saying. So I was kind of lost on that, and they had me going, and I thought maybe I'm like, did I miss something? Because
No.
there's no way. I think the woman is more valuable, because she can actually what pick or take her time, and then vice
Hmm.
versa. If a man has no kids, uh, is that a red flag? Because he's 29, 30 with no kids.
No, I know somebody. I know a lot of men that are between the ages of 30 and 45 with no children.
45.
Yes,
And what they said their reasons were why they don't have any kids at that age. And that,
because they didn't want kids with women they were not serious with.
yeah,
They
they
weren't
wasn't.
married to.
Okay, that makes
Same
sense.
exact thing.
Right. Yeah. So
People are just safer and don't want to have children
yeah.
until they're ready.
Yeah, because I mean, let's look at it for real. It's no joke just to have no kids. It's a financial everything. It's raising. I
Hmm.
mean, like I know, it ain't no drop in the bucket just to have no kids and it's all fun. This ain't no Barbie doll where you can play with it for a minute then put it in the corner.
No, that baby got to go with you everywhere.
People
Everywhere
look
you
at
go, that child has to go.
has to go. People think it's just a joke though. So a lot of people use them as a little tool and whatever you want to call it. But
Hmm.
man, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So they were going at it. Had a very good conversation. I'd like to hear from the young people because they the future. You know what I'm saying? They the new upcoming future. So you want to hear what they talking about.
Hmm.
You want to hear what they talking about and see where they minds and where they coming from because man, I'm saying to myself, I'm sitting there listening to them. If this what we got to look forward to, I don't know, Miss Coswell, where we gonna be at with them finishing us off with
But then finishing us off.
yeah, I mean that we gonna be in the rocking chairs and they gonna be young, trying to got to take care of us, but they thinking it's like all over the place, whack.
I wouldn't say it's all over the place. Want to say a lot of younger people are extremely smart and what they're choosing and what they want for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't nobody just be having a baby just to be having a baby? Why?
Right. Yeah.
Why?
Well, they
I just
think
don't feel like that shit.
yeah, they thinking it's not our thing, and so that's why I was trying to get in the mind of them and to hear the
Mm-mm.
men saying, "Nah, you should have. It should be they had the kids by now." Now maybe they were just talking about based on statistic in other nations and races.
No, they thinking ignorantly because they have children and they've been doing this and they've been doing it. They're ignorant,
They're ignorant to the fact.
ignorant, ignorant. Period. You don't have to have children if you don't want children.
Right.
It has nothing to do with age or being a red flag. ignorance.
Mm.
I know there are a lot. People don't say that about men who don't have children. I know, like I said, I know a lot of men that don't have children.
Right. Yeah. A lot of black men. You're right. They don't. People try to say black men are don't take care of their kids and all that. A lot of black men don't. I mean, I don't have the statistic pulled up, but yeah, they don't make kids out of where like a lot of times. I know they say, "Oh, the neighborhood, the
They
hood is
if
a bunch of fathers."
they do when they're young, but it ain't like a lot of us. Just you
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right. But statistics throw out there try to make it look like we do, but no, really don't. We really don't. But we were talking, and I found it real interesting to hear the young people talk, men and women. It wasn't just men in there; it was women and young ladies, and they were giving their opinion on where where we at right now as far as what's going on with the economy, state, everything, and where they at and where we are as a black community. And I'm like, wow, this is something to really know. And to me, sitting there listening and let them hear them, that's scary. I mean, when the last time you sat up and listened to some 20-year-olds talk about the future and how they feel about each other, young ladies and young men?
I haven't in a long time. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
you ought to hear them now. Oh
Mm-mm.
my goodness, you got to hear them. It's almost scary. It's like, what, really? And I like you say, a lot of people don't even get the opportunity to sit up and listen to the young folks. But yeah, man, I think older folks need to listen to the young people. They got a lot to say, and they could actually help some older folks get an understanding of what's going on. Like you say, they real smart. You just said it. Now, are they
Yeah, they
smart?
are.
But are they smart in a manner of family, and economics? Probably is with all this AI and all that. Morals, no, could be to the left a little bit here. But they it's gonna be interesting. I'll say the next 10 years, we'll get to see where this thing is really gonna go. Next decade.
Yeah,
How
I believe so. Well, yeah, I believe so as well.
yeah, we'll really see where this ball is gonna be rolling because I don't know. Maybe Mr. Davis can chime some light in on where we gonna be at in the next 10 years, huh? Mr. Davis
Exactly.
he got a crystal ball and he can look into it to show us. I say that he might come on. He'll come on and be like, I know you ain't talking about me. Talking about the damn crystal ball. He gonna hear this and get on me. But yeah, I don't know. So what you got planned for the weekend? I mean, I don't celebrate it, but I'm saying what you just staying out these people's way, your cousins' way, or you getting it?
No, I'm actually about to get ready to go to the movies with some people in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Um, but no, I'm just going to my family's house, and then we got wrestling matches all weekend. My oldest son is wrestling.
Is it? This
Yeah, he
weekend?
wrestling. Yeah, we got wrestling all weekend.
Dang, you would think they would postpone that based on the so-called
Mm-mm. Like
holiday.
he had weigh in today, hydration and
Oh,
matches today. They have practice on Friday, and then they have matches on Saturday. And that's usually from they gotta be there at 7. He
right.
probably won't be home, so maybe like 6 o'clock.
Who he wrestle for?
Brush.
For the school?
Hmm.
Okay. Shout out to the Rush. What they call it, the Rush Wrestlers.
No, brush.
Brush. Shout out to the
Brush.
Brush Wrestler. They wrestling. They wrestling this
Yeah,
weekend.
it's a thing. Like
Hopefully they
it's
come back with a
intense.
victory.
Hmm.
Yeah, hopefully they come back
Yeah,
with a victory.
he's heavyweight 170.
170. Oh yeah, he up there. And
Hmm.
this is the oldest one, son or youngest one?
Yep, my oldest son.
Okay, yeah, he got the wrestling. Maybe I'll send Mr. Davis this way, see if he can handle him. He be put Mr. Davis, put him in the hospital. Like, yo, boy, put Mr. Davis. He see that vein coming in his head, he get upset. But yeah, for those who watching, y'all be safe out there. Just wanted to shine some light on some old school black morals and ethics and how we moved even back then all the way up to 2025 from the 60s to now and let y'all see And if you get a chance, go back, watch the clip from the beginning. And because I played the whole thing on purpose. So somebody will say, well, he cut it. I wanted to see this part. And I wish he would have put that part. No, I played the whole thing. So you could actually hear how black women in the 60s talk, how they act, and how they even thought. So you can do that. You can do that. But, you know, we ain't got a long show tonight. But if it's anything you want to say, Miss Caldwell, you can. I did have a guest that was supposed to come on, but they end up going out of town. So I'll hit them up and try to get them on next Wednesday. They actually from New York, and they were supposed to be
okay.
So, but we'll get him on here, and he's a very intelligent man. I can't wait to hit with Mr. Davis B because they bing 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 bing. Yeah, he look forward to people like Mr. Davis. So yeah. Anything shout outs you want to give out to your people out there? And,
no, just happy holidays. Everyone enjoy themselves and be safe.
Okay, she mean happy holy days, y'all. I'm gonna help her out because she's still a trainer. But yeah, y'all tune in to Clips Podcast Wednesday, 8:00. We get to going. I just want to bring that out to y'all because I know y'all was like, oh, he probably ain't gonna do no podcast tonight. Y'all know I'm gonna do it. Y'all already know. All right. Tune in next week.
Welcome to the Clips, the place to be. Where no topic is too controversial. You see.
Yeah. Clips Podcast Show.
Join the band and let's talk for a while. On the Clips Podcast Show will make you smile.
I'll bring you on. You can talk to these people.
Welcome to the Clips, where the fun never ends. We'll dive into topics, make new best friends. So grab a seat,
see how y'all doing.
Get ready to go.
Everything going on in the world.
On the Clips Podcast Show, let's enjoy the flow.
We'll get there no matter what.
We'll discuss the latest trends and news, laugh and debate.